Good morning students. Chemistry with DNA के साथ I am Noman Ahmed and today we are going to discuss the topic that is distinguish between aldehyde and ketone. The topic name is how to distinguish between aldehyde and ketone. Aldehyde and ketone. This is very important question and very important test. So, the first thing which you need to remember, that is what is aldehyde. Aldehyde is a compound which contains C double bond OH group. R is present over here, R cannot be present, but in ketone on both sides of carbonyl group there is R. This is carbonyl compound C double bond O. If H is present, mean it is aldehyde. If C double bond O carbonyl compound, both R are present on the opposite side of carbonyl, that is called a ketone. So, there is name of test. This is Tolen test, Tolen's test. The name of this test is just because it is a test which is used to distinguish between aldehyde and ketone. There is another name, the another name will be discussed later, but that is also called silver mirror test. So, you need to remember three things about Tolen test. What are these three things? Number one, it is used to distinguish aldehyde from ketone, mean only for aldehyde. It is not for ketone. Another thing, it is not for ketone because it is mild oxidizing agent. What is mild oxidizing agent? Means it is very weak, so it cannot react with the ketonic group. So, these are the important things. And another things, it reacts in the presence of basic medium. It reacts in the presence of a basic medium. And the third, this is number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. It is also called silver mirror test. It is also called silver mirror test. And what are the reagent used in this? That is Tolen Regent is used. So, what is Tolen Regent? You can write the formula Ag, ammonia and plus charge. This is Tolen Regent. We will discuss it. It will be reacted with only aldehyde, and this test will not give result with the ketone. It is only reacted with the aldehyde and it is converted into, now this is aldehyde, see this is aldehyde. This aldehyde will be oxidized to carboxylic acid, because see here is only one oxygen, here two oxygen are there. It means it is oxidation reaction. So, let us discuss this test and let us we can say revise it. Tolen test is the only test to distinguish between aldehyde and ketone. It is used to distinguish aldehyde from ketone. It means it only reacts with aldehyde, not with ketone. only for aldehyde, not for ketone. It is not for ketone. It is not for ketone because it is mild oxidizing agent. It reacts in the presence of basic medium. All the naming reaction, this is very important. All the naming reactions are always involved in the basic medium. It is also called silver mirror test. This is the second name of Tolen test. The Tolen reagent will be used in the Tolen test. What is the Tolen reagent? It is actually AgNH3 whole twice. So, let us discuss it in detail. How can we react it with aldehyde, not with the ketone. So, these are the very important things which I just wrote for you. So, let us discuss it in a little bit in the shape of a reaction. Suppose there is one reaction RC double bond OH, this is aldehyde, and it reacts with the AgNH3 whole twice, and this is plus. It forms, their reaction will be occurring, but because now see, this part of aldehyde will be oxidized like the same RC double bond O negative, because we can write it in negative form because it is present in the solution, and ammonia is also, now see, Ag from +1 to Ag, it is reduced. Now see, ammonia will be also removed and water will be formed. Now see, how can we distinguish? Now see, here this aldehyde, this is aldehyde, this aldehyde group, this is oxidized. Now see, this here oxidation will occur, oxidation will be occurring in this. Here aldehyde, there is oxidation. Now see, Ag, the oxidation state of Ag in this Tolen region, this is called Tolen region. Let me write it. This is called Tolen region. In this Tolen region, this only silver, it will, now see, its oxidation number changes from +1 to 0. So, this is called reduction. Now, suppose there is a beaker, let us react it practically. Now, there is only aldehyde group is present, RC double bond OH, any aldehyde, ethanol, propanol, butanol, pentanol, whatsoever. When we just add Tolen reagent, it at Tolen reagent. What is Tolen reagent? If you don't know, just write the formula, Ag NH3 whole twice plus. Now see, when we add it, this Ag will form with the surface of, inner surface of the beaker. So, it will make a mirror like structure, mirror like image will be formed in which you can see your face. So, that is why it is called a silver mirror test. It is also called a silver mirror test because you can see your face. So, this is very important because it only reacts with the aldehyde, but it will not form any reaction with the ketonic group. So, that is why it is called silver mirror test, and it is also called Tolen reagent. So, the topic is very easy. What was the topic? The topic was how to distinguish between aldehyde and ketone. So, aldehyde is a substance in which there is RC double bond OH is present, and ketone is the compound which RC double bond O and R is present. This is. So, these can be distinguished easily from the formula, but whenever both are present in a form of solution, you cannot distinguish. For that distinction, we can use this test. This test is used, the name of this test is Tolen's test, and the reagent is AgNO3 whole twice, and in the form of +1, this is a complex coordinate compound. So, this reaction will distinguish aldehyde from ketone because it will form a silver mirror like a test, because you can see your face on that inner surface. So that's why it is called mirror like image. So this was the test for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if there is any question you can ask in the comment section. Take a very good care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum.